The network has grown beyond what most people thought it would be when it was launched. And I think we now, when we have 53 million homes, because once a network hits 60 million, there's a mindset in the industry like that you're now a true national network. There's still some pockets of the country who think of us as more of a regional network, and they haven't really understood that we're a national network. We're available. We have millions of subscribers in California and Florida and Texas and New York already. So we are national. We're not in 100 million homes like an ESPN is, but we're in over 50, and we have more people who have the network outside of the Big Ten area than inside the Big Ten area. 60 million is a good goal still, and then we'll look to revisit, and have a new one down the road, hopefully. The core cable satellite subscription to BTN, that's your window into everything else BTN is going to offer. Wherever you are in the country, almost without fault, you can elect to have BTN. It may not be part of your basic subscription like it is in Chicago. In California, you may have to pay an extra $5 a month. But what we then need to do is provide enough value to that person who's on the fence as to whether to buy the network on a sports tier or not, that it makes it a very compelling offer that for a few extra dollars a month, you get the linear network, but you get all these digital elements as well in addition to the cable network. A lot of these media agencies, they have one group that buys linear network, and then they have another group that buys their digital. You would think that if someone is buying an ad on the linear network, that there would be an accompanying buy on BTN to go, which is the same game, the same type of viewer. It is still significantly behind where the linear network is. And look, viewership is too, but it's growing at a much higher rate. And maybe now it's 90% linear, 10% digital. The number's only going to be moving the other direction. So having an aggregated buy is very challenging. We have a naturally growing fan base for our network. Every year, there's going to be more Big Ten grads. And even if some of them elect not to get cable television, you're still, just by the nature of numbers, growing your audience. I think sports will play out. There's some networks now that are having trouble getting distribution. In Houston, there's a network that's not very well distributed. We'll see what happens with the Pac-12. Not every network is going to work. No network, and that's never been the case. But if you have the right amount of content, you have the right fans, you put on a product that enough people want to see, I think in our sports world, chances are I think you could be very successful. But there will probably be some that don't make it as well, as things evolve.